Hello, this is the drum lesson for Green CALX by Aphex Twin. This is the pattern. Okay, so this is probably the hardest pattern I've come across so far on this album. So let's break it down. It's essentially a 16th note pattern on the hi-hat. So let's get the kick and snares. So the kicks are on 1, 2 and 3 and 3 and 4 and and backbeats on 2 and 4. So the kick and snare is quite a sort of straightforward pattern. So then I'd suggest just adding 16th notes to that. Now, what's really cool with this is there's a few really cool things. There's like these cymbal hits, which are falling on 2 and 3 which is the second 16th note of beat 3. So what I'm kind of doing is playing them on the bell with 2 cymbals, right and then left, with the right and then left hand. Yeah, and those hits are falling every single bar. So that hit on 2 and is quite straightforward because it's with a bass drum. But this hit over here is on the second 16th note of beat 3, so it's just after a kick. Sixteenth note after the kick, so it's a little bit tricky. Now, what kind of makes this even more difficult is these kind of subdivided hi-hat, kind of trap hi-hat patterns, you know, way before that style of music was invented. So, because I'm not a robot, I'm kind of subdividing them into what would be 30-second notes. They potentially are some other kind of note groupings. So what I'm basically doing is I'm just subdividing from the 2 hits that are on beats 1 and 1 and. So I'm basically, instead of playing single strokes, I'm playing double strokes. So beat 1, instead of being 1 E and you're subdividing the middle 2 hits. Kind of becomes like a 6-stroke roll. Okay. And then you've got to play the backbeat. Luckily there's only a kick on beat 1. And then you've got to get over to the right. And now, what to make this even more tricky, when you, so that's subdivided, but then the the hi-hat's also subdivided on beat 3, which is the hit on the hi-hat with the bass drum just before the hit on this cymbal on 3A. Now, because I'm not a robot and I'm a human, there's more subdivision, like a longer subdivisions, but because I've only got a chance to subdivide that hit, because I need to hit this bell a 16th note later, I've just taken to just subdividing that one hit. So try and play this slowly. I'll just play that first bar round and round. So it's like, see, that's kind of the tricky bit. That's where it's happening. Or at least that's where the subdivision starts, that's on beat 3. It's really tricky because the first subdivision placement is quite tricky because it's on the second 16th note of beat 1, and like you've got that and you're like, and then you've got to hit 2 cymbals, and before you hit the second one there's another subdivided note. And then the bass drums are still going. There you go. I'll put the transcription at the bottom. It's a tricky customer, that. But a really cool pattern, and again, just like something a drummer would never come up with ever in a million years. You would sort of, it's kind of just, you really have to kind of concentrate on it, because it's like that first subdivision. You get the first subdivision, you're like, ah, great, and then before you know it, there's another one straight away. It's just like as a drummer, you probably wouldn't think to put that many in. I mean, some drummers do, but it serves a purpose as well. It's such detail, but it's when the detail really like serves a purpose and actually adds to the feel rather than just being detail for the sake of it. Anyway, thanks a lot. See you next time.